Drago averages 1,850 pounds. So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Guys, my name is Ryan and this is Adi, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. And I'm gonna start this fight with saying this phrase: why fight him? He's not pay-per-view. He's not pay-per-view. I want to know about pay-per-view fighters. This guy is not pay-per-view.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. People are now trying to offer him a fight because he's pay-per-view, and trying to, muddy the waters. Let's not be confused. We have GGG, undefeated, titleist, puncher, versus David Lemieux, puncher, titleist, unifying, with the potential, and the rumor has it that the winner has to fight Cotto Canelo.
I thought he's nearly forgot who Cotto was fighting there.
No. And I started out of Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, messed it up.
Are you going to say that, yeah?
Yeah, I messed it up.
By the way, Cotto doesn't have to fight anyone who doesn't want to fight. I mean, Cotto's bigger than all three of them, so he doesn't have to fight anyone. That's what you said already.
Yeah, that's what you're saying already.
And you can't blame him. Let's be honest, if Cotto wins, why am I going to fight guys that are 6'1" when I'm 5'5"?
So we've got this fight. I think, I'm not trying to oversell the fight. I think we're in for a treat. Now, I'm not saying Hagler-Hearns type treat, but I'm talking that type of fight. In the terms of, you've got two guys who are legitimate punchers, who believe in their power, and if they go 1 round, or if they go 10 rounds, they drop their opponents multiple times. GGG said, I fight Mexican style. I'll get hit to make a fight.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Lemieux. Lemieux, his chin has been known to be a little wary from the Rubio fight, but that problem hasn't shown up. So you've got guys who've got question marks over them, according to some fans, but it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Disagree completely. I think this fight won't go more than 2 or 3 rounds.
That's what I said.
No, but not in a Hagler-Hearns. I think GGG is absolutely annihilate this kid. I think people get so excited and oversold on what I do not know. Lemieux, no one was talking about Lemieux 12 months ago. No person whatsoever in terms of boxing. When we're looking for who GGG should fight, Lemieux wasn't even a name. Let's get excited. He beat up Rosado, who hasn't won in 10 years. And we're like, oh my God. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I forgot about Hassan and Dan. Sorry, marquee names.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, look, we get excited about a guy. He's been knocking guys out that he should be knocking out. GGG has been knocking guys out that have genuinely shocked me. That why are you knocking guys out and they're making faces? We talk about this fantastic knockout record. Deontay Wilder's got this knockout record. Means nothing to me. This is levels, and I genuinely believe GGG is almost mucking about when he says, I'm scared of this guy, I'm this of this guy. It's not nothing, people. Don't be fooled by it. This fight is not going more than 2 rounds.
About a year ago, maybe more than that, you asked me, you said, where's this David Lemieux come from? And I said, you remember David Lemieux? We saw some of his fights back in the day. And you kind of forgot, generally forgot about him. Yeah.
Because he got smoked by Rubio, that's how I forgot.
And then you came in and you said, oh, wait a minute, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. And you started looking at him. And you admit that he has skill and he has something to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Why do you think now, regardless of what happened in his last fight, when he dropped him down 100 times or whatever, went 12, why do you think now that it's such a mismatch?
Because I just see levels. There's one thing that I've known about boxing in recent years, and it's levels. Look, I don't want to say they're comparable fighters they fought, but the only person they both fought is really Rubio. I don't know if they could have fought someone in their lower career, but I'm not going that deep. Rubio is the last person they fought. Guys, just to go and watch that fight and see what Rubio done to when Lemieux tried to have a shootout, as people were expecting him to have with GGG, he tried to have a shootout with Rubio. Watch how he gets knocked out. Rubio tried to have a shootout with GGG. GGG's gone like a little boy. I just think GGG is a machine, and I think Lemieux is a good fighter. He's a pretty boy that won't be very pretty after this fight. I think GGG is going to put him to sleep early, and then people are going to say what they always said about GGG. Well, you're fighting no one.
Here's the thing about it. I think Lemieux has serious power.
So do I.
I think Lemieux's naturally the bigger guy.
So do I.
And
Did you see the 10-day weigh-in? 30-day weigh-in?
Yeah.
I don't know if people might have seen it.
I think Lemieux was like 175 pounds.
176 pounds.
Yeah.
GGG 164.
Yeah.
That means GGG, as much as we're saying go up to 168.
No need to.
He's like Carl Froch. He can stay at his weight. Yeah. If anything, he can go 154.
Yeah.
If anything.
But here's what I was saying is with Lemieux. I think GGG technically is good, but he can be hit.
Because he wants to get hit.
I don't know. It sounds good to say you want to get hit, but I don't think any professional boxer will say I want to get hit or I'm going to get hit, knowing the consequences of getting hit and the damage it has to your health. So as much as I believe and as much as I want to believe and be like, oh yeah, they want to get hit, he wants to make a fight out of it. I think that's part of the mystique. It's not really part of the reality. I
think sorry to interrupt you, sorry dude.
Go on.
I just think that when an Olympic gold medalist wants to show I can Olympic gold medalist box you, and when a guy with 372 amateur fights and 4 losses wants to outbox you and make it boring, he will do that. If he really wants to, he will do that. Yeah. Against, no disrespect to Lemieux's amateur record, nowhere near the levels of it. Not many people in boxing are. Lomachenko. If a guy wants to tear it up and become a pay-per-view star as he's almost being forced to become now, I think he has to naturally get into a tear-up with people. I don't think he can do the Rigondo way, which we've seen what happened to Rigondo, which is outbox people, box safe, because he could do that. I think he's almost having to say, I think Tom Loffa and everyone else has got into him and said, you have to have tear-ups. That's the only way Americans are going to like you, to have tear-ups. I think this guy can genuinely box safe. We've seen the way he glides around the ring and corners you.
It's funny you said that, because I remember, I don't know which Durrell, I think it was Anthony Durrell said, no, Andre Durrell.
Who fought him?
Fought him in the amateur and said he doesn't remember GGG being such a huge puncher in the amateurs. Yeah, and that's because he was boxing.
There you go. Honestly, that's what I'm not joking. I genuinely believe that this guy, with that kind of amateur record, you box racing, that kind of amateur record, you can really box rings around people if you really want to and be kind of boring, but that ain't going to get him pay-per-view money. He's what, 33, going to be 34 soon? He needs to make a move, and I think the only way he makes a move is if he has tear-ups with people. And yes, he's going to get caught because he's fighting at a good elite level, but if he wants to box these kids, he'll box them.
I tell you what, guys, as you know, me and Adi don't plan these videos, and Adi has just totally changed my mind. I'm not going to lie.
That is the first out of 400 videos.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little lost right now. I'm a little lost right now.
Should I carry on for a second then?
Let's go to predictions. Okay, before Adi had his speech, I thought Lemieux had a decent shot. I thought GGG was going to win the fight, but I thought Lemieux had a decent shot. I thought Lemieux's athletic, he's explosive. Technically, he's not the best, but he fights to his advantages. He's being quite physically strong, kind of squat, kind of his shots, and he tries to finish all the time. If he lands a half decent shot, he tries to finish. And I was thinking that if he gets that, oh, I can hit GGG move, he hits the first one, he's definitely going to go for the second one. And that's what I was thinking go before Adi had his discussion. Now what Adi was saying about the boxing ability and certain bits what he's mentioned, and think about what Durrell said previously as well, I've now changed my mind. I think we're going to get a good fight. But now, before I had it as a 60-40 GGG, I'm now seeing it more as a 25-75 GGG.
I'm with that figure. Yeah, I'm with that. I just feel like if you want to go, if you want to, people that have lasted with GGG have been smashed to pieces. With Martin Murray, people say, oh, Martin Murray went 10 or 11 rounds. He got really hurt in that fight. Lozado, you see all the cuts in his faces. If you last a few rounds with this kid, no face will ever remind me of Kurt Stevens. When he hit the floor, it generally was wow. And Kurt Stevens is supposed to be the chin checker. That's the chin checker. That's the guy that really has the Lemieux tag of I can punch. Kurt Stevens went whoa, and then he got up, and then we all saw what happened. We went to I think 5 or 6, 7. I think. I'm not. Again, I don't want to oversell the GGG hype, but I'm sold. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan club. No, I ain't got a joke. I ain't got a GGG stuff. But I think this guy, to have that punching ability and to have that amateur background, it's a disaster for you. If you want to fight him, fight him. You want to punch him, good luck.
I thought Golden Boy would avoid this fight.
Yeah, so we said it, didn't we? Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
They believe in Lemieux.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're believing that they have to put great fights on because of the current boxing market.
That's what it is, Ryan. That's what it is. Not really belief in Lemieux, it's belief in their market that we need money, we need a pay-per-view event, we've got to make one. And remember I told you they're going to try and sign GGG after the fight.
Yeah.
So now it's a win-win for them.
Now thinking of it analytically, looking at who Lemieux's fought coming up, looking at how he fought previously and the way he fights now, yes, he's improved, but you wouldn't call him a technical boxer. GGG has that patience where, like you said, he could carry people and box them and keep them at bay and neutralise their attributes.
GGG's punches seem ferocious.
No.
There's a difference between someone having a good knockout.
GGG has that type of power where the punches don't seem to even land clean and they still take you out.
I've heard what Matthew Macklin says.
Yeah.
Matthew Macklin hasn't been right since.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was a body shot, but he still hasn't been kind of right since. I'm still not sure about Martin Murray, but we'll see. Martin Murray's right.
Yeah.
Rubio's done. He tried to go 168, got done there. No, Curtis Stevens hasn't been right since. I mean, and he fought and Diamond lost. And got
Casey got lost a few weeks ago as well.
Yeah, people don't. They don't seem to be right after this kid. It's for a reason.
Okay, Adi, this is your video, so go ahead, mate.
No, honestly,
Round
guys,
it up.
I've done my prediction already, and I'll just kind of run it up again. Look, bit harsh saying it'll go 2, so I'll give him a round. It'll go 3. Give him a round. I'll give him a round because it's pay-per-view, and I don't want people to not. I don't want Golden Boy to sue us on the fact that people won't buy pay-per-view because of it. But I think this goes 2 or 3 rounds. I haven't seen anything yet, and Canelo's one that I think could. But apart from that, I haven't seen anyone that I think genuinely can hang with this guy. Unless he moves up in weight, I think we're seeing a ferocious machine here that will sell it and say, I'm scared. You're not scared, GGG. You're smiling assassin. Smiling assassin, that's the worst kind. A guy just comes up to you, smiling cock.
I'm your friend, I like you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with GGG by 5th round TKO.
Okay. What was you going to go for?
No comment. But it'll be more than 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Thinking about it now, I'm thinking you're right. GG's going to box and play the pressure game. Lemieux is going to also play the pressure game, but like you said, Lemieux is not technically as sharp as GGG. He's explosive, but I think that explosive is going to work against him now.
Guarantee you Golden Boy are going to get a big ring.
You know, when
remember how small the ring was for Martin Murray, and he just seemed to corner him every second. They're going to try and find the biggest legally ring you can get. This guy better start moving.
Alright then. Since you've done all the video, I'm going to wrap it up for you.
Yes sir, thank you.
I'll take Adi's part now. Alright then guys, thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and tweet and all the usual. Can Lemieux last more than 3 rounds? That's Adi's prediction. Guys, hit us in the comments, let us know how it goes. Peace.